miss my way. Sometimes you gotta stop to find your lane. I don't wanna fall and miss my way, yeah. Sometimes you gotta stop to find your lane.
Hi YouTube, what's up YouTube? And welcome back to my YouTube stars. It's your girl BeautyMarie. Welcome to my talk show. Today, I'm doing them questions and answers that you all been waiting for. Thank you for the ones that sent the questions. Thank you for the ones that comment down below with your questions. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and that bell so y'all can stay tuned when your girl upload. So I'm gonna be looking over here, y'all. I can't remember them off the top of my head. I did want to do it with I had a host and somebody asking the question, so I won't keep looking away. But time waits for no man. So I'm gonna go ahead and be my own host. But yeah, I don't know, my eyes probably look a little puffy. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I was going through it this morning, but I had to pray, shake back, and regroup. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy that I'm about to go over some of the things that I feel like will bring back, touch me a little bit, bring a little bit of reminder. So let's get into these questions for my channel that you all want to know. So the first one is, why did I go to ATL? Okay, so that's a good question. Okay, so basically, let me see. Okay, so I just I'm trying to sum it up a little bit, make it quicker, not into a long story. So I think that was 2020, 2021, I had surgery, and it was supposed to be like a 2-week quick surgery. But overall, they end up messing up on my procedure, and I end up having 2 procedures in one day, right? Yeah, I did not know that was happening. I was all sedated up, had up and shit. I didn't even know till it was over. And then, so basically it took me almost like a year to recover from that. And I still be having like back then I was going back and forth to hospitals and doctors because I was having real problems, like burning sensation in my body. Feet going numb, tingling in my different parts of my body, just like my hand going numb, tingling in my hands and stuff. So I was really down bad, y'all. And I had my own apartment then, and bands that when you do it, financially by yourself, not physically and not spiritually and all that, because God blessed me with the things to be able to pay my bills and all that. But when you're human in the flesh and you're doing it by yourself, and others don't understand it. And my tenant at the time, my landlord at the time, at first he was understanding, but I feel like he became very impatient because the PG was paying my rent. So long story short, the guy was like, girl, we got a guy. So yeah. So then at that time, it was real quick. I ain't had time to look for nothing. I ain't had time for nothing. I had to go real quick. But I had to end up telling him baby, you gotta give me 30 days because that's not how that works. So yeah, so that's how that happened. And then my brother ended up coming up and he ended up his friend ended up letting me rent out a room at his house. And then it was a lot going on with there. I ain't really into putting people out there and exposing their characters, but it was a lot going on with that. So then I left and I went to my friend's house, and she was very open and welcoming. I told her this, when me and my son was in the situation we was in, her house was the most, she welcomed us with open arms, and she had the most comfortable. Even though she didn't have the most space for us, but she was the most comfortable to be, if you get what I mean. I don't know how to explain it. And I feel like when I did go there, things just started to move better for me. So then I didn't really want to be there long because I know, like I said, I don't feel like she had enough space for me and Jabari. And I don't like bending people away. So I ended up moving with my grandparents. I know, right? A lot of moving around. And that's what I was able to do. So we ended up moving with my grandparents while I was waiting to get placed in a shelter for up here in Maryland. But you know how Merlin do. Merlin don't move like DC. DC gonna help him. Merlin gonna take all the time in the world. They need proof that you damn near died or you on like they need pictures that you homeless or something. I don't know what Merlin be wanting, but I just feel like Merlin don't take the initiative to help as much as DC do. At the time I was a Merlin resident. So yeah, long story short, back to that. I was staying with my grandparents and then I had heard from my mom. Before then, there was a lot going on with that. And we haven't heard from my mom in a while. So I have finally heard from my mom. And she heard what was going on and things like that. And she had told me that she had an apartment in Atlanta. And you know that me and Barry could come stay down there. So yeah, that's how we got to Atlanta. And we went out there with my mama. Okay. So the next question is, I can't answer for Barry view, but I will try to do one day when he come and he talk. But the next question was, how was the process through my view and Barry view? I can share y'all a little bit. Barry could not stand Atlanta. Like when he realized that he got registered in school and like, oh, this ain't no vacation. We staying here. First he was all happy and stuff because he thought it was like a vacation. He thought we was going out there for a couple of days and stuff. Then when he realized this ain't no vacation, oh, they staying, we staying. Boy, that boy was feeling the type of way. No, boy, he did not. He did not adjust well at all. He couldn't stand it to the point, like, and I won't say it was Atlanta. I would say the kids and our kids and DMV kids and Atlanta kids are different. And not even just old kids. I just feel like my child is different. Like he's more of a reserved child. Like he's more current, nurturing. He wants to be so loving and things like that. And I just feel like that was a different environment for him. And he just don't feel like he adapted well, you feel what I'm saying? But when it was summertime and before he started into school, I could say that he loved it. Because, you know, we was going to the pool, we was hanging out and doing all that. But I can't say when he started school, Barry was over Atlanta, he was ready to go. My process through my view, I feel like we both adapt well, though, to the changes that was happening around us. I do feel like at first, we was nervous. Well, me personally, I was nervous, but I was excited. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and then when I got to Atlanta and then the things and everything did start happening, I'm like, oh man, God, what I get myself into? Because people that don't know you, let me just say this. People that don't know you, and I feel like this, and I feel like this even when I say it. People that don't know you will support and love you more than the ones that do know you, and that's crazy. But I can say this, like the process when I got there, I thought it was going to be like hard. I thought it was just going to take a long time. One, God bless me. Like that same week I got there, that Friday, I had a job, a night job. My son was able to go with me to the job. Like I be on it. That's one thing about me. I'm going to be on it. I had a night job that Friday, by the end of that week. And this is some real stuff. By like, let me see. Cause I had wrote goals for myself down there. So when I first got down there, I feel like I had like set myself up to just like a certain way. Like I wanted it to go a certain way. You feel what I'm saying? So I was just like moving. Like I was on certain things. Like I set it up so I needed a job. Then I set up to go to get my car. Then I set up to go to get my apartment or whatever. Don't get me wrong, that joint was just like, yeah, going. It was moving. That's one thing. I'm going to tell you, when I was in Atlanta, God was with me in ways that I knew it was nobody but him. Like, don't get me wrong, Atlanta has metro and stuff, but it was just a lot of stuff that was happening. And he was showing me, like, I got you, baby girl. Like, I got you. That's why I say, like, I'm really, like, going to always give God the glory because baby, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. But yeah, back to that. So basically, let me give you like an example. Like me, so my mom had 2 jobs when I got out there. And I had started working on a Friday. But the good thing is, Barry was able to go to work with me. So it got to a point where my mom wasn't able to get me there. Because the job I had on Friday, it didn't have no set time. It just had to be, at the close, it had to be completed by 12. Because I was cleaning. I was cleaning medical office. So it just had to be completed by, all the offices had to be completed by 12 a.m. Yeah, 12 a.m. So it got to a point where, like I said, my mom was working 2 jobs. So it got to a point where it became too much for her, I think. You know, I'm going to say that. But so I don't know. But one day I just was walking to the store. It was just like when you go out and that is true. When you talk and you'll never know who you'll come across, where you're going to meet. But I had met this lady, and you'd be like, what? You would think it's kind of weird, but she was older than me. Like, but I know it was like she came into my life for a blessing from God. You feel what I'm saying? Like it got to the point where she started taking me to my night job. She started helping me with watching bar. It ain't just straight go to that. Like we start building a relationship, start hanging out and stuff like that. We got to know each other. But through it all, she started helping me. You feel what I'm saying? And wasn't asking or looking for nothing in return. It was just like just helping me. You feel what I'm saying? So she started helping me with getting me to work, getting Barry to school and stuff. And then I had got a job. Then like a month or two later, you feel what I'm saying? I had got a job at Waffle House corporate office. That's why I say like it was rolling for me down there in the mail room. You know, I'm gonna do some mail if anything from working for anybody or something like. So I was in the mail room down there, and let me tell y'all this: Waffle House, I love them so much. The employees, the owners, the CEOs. I love them all. They really look out and they really take care of you. But let me just say that. Like, I love each and every one of them in there, and I hope they see this. But thank you for all y'all that helped me while I was working there. Thank you for everybody that was just so supportive, uplifting, caring. Let me just share this testimony. Christmas time came, y'all, and it was a lot going on with Barry and I, but it was a lot. Like we was just going through a lot with family and the things around us. And I ain't shared like with people that what was going on out there because I didn't really know people like that to the point to that extent. But I came to work one day and the security in Waffle House, she was a security. She worked at the security department in Waffle House. Miss Wanda, because I had to think her name. Miss Wanda. But I came and I was in work for a little bit, and then like, cause I'm always gonna move jolly and put a smile on my face no matter what I'm going through. But I came in there and I normally don't even answer the phone because it's like 4 of us that work in the mailroom. But I normally don't even answer the phone. But this morning, y'all answered the phone. She's like, is Ivana in there today? So I'm like, yeah, this is her. And she was like, this is Miss Wanda, her security. I need you to come up here real quick. Me and a few others want to talk to you, give you something. I went up there and they had like so many gift cards with $50 on it. It was a card with cash in it. It was just like, that was a true miracle. And it was just like crazy. But I thank you, God, for that. But I just wanted to give a shout out to them because I was so bad. It's like, no, I like Waffle House corporate office though, but I was so mad because that is something that I would transfer, but I had to resign. I ain't really resign. I mean, we're going to get into deep to that, but I just had to lead them, peep them folks all crazy. It was just a lot going on. Me and Barry had to flee the scene. It said we had the place we were staying at, the place like we had to go. Like, it was a lot going on. It wasn't that woo. Imagine, I don't know too many people from Atlanta. So, now this process for me was very, like, mind-blowing. It was stressful. And it was overly too much for me. So, at that point, I don't know nobody from Atlanta like that to the point where I take me and I tried to go live with them. Period. So, Barry's birthday was coming up, and we already had plans to come up here, you know, for his birthday so he can spend his time with his cousins. But that day, I just drove up here, and baby, did I know that I was staying? Nope, we ain't never go back. I went back to get my stuff, but yeah. So, the next question, what would I focus on as far as my career path? Right now, my main focus is 2 things, actually. Let me not lie to y'all. Main importantly is getting my becoming a certified esthetician. Like, I'm done with school and all that. I'm just finished paying it off so I can become a certified esthetician. And most importantly, my nonprofit single family support services. But I'm the type, like, I'm trying to invest with my money. You feel me? If you get what I mean. Like, I want it to be a blessing for me. Not saying that I'm not going to go to the government and get help, like, none of that. But I feel like God going to bless me enough to be able to do that. Bless others and get that back. So that is another one of my main focus. Single family support services, nonprofits. So yeah, if anybody on here, you know, that's something you into, nonprofits or support on, or would like to collab, lock in with me. Email me, BeautyMarie talkshow22@gmail.com. send me a DM on Instagram at BeautyMarie, you know, like lock in. Because that is something like I'm really big on and giving back to the community and things like that. I do have like my business plan and everything done for that. Like I said, my main thing with that getting started is finding the right people and building the right team with that. Because I'm not going to be able to do that by myself, and I can be honest to admit that. But I'm not going to be able to do it with the wrong people around me either. So, yeah. And what do Barry like about DC more than ATL? His family, and he knows people out here. I feel like that's what it was. I feel like it was harder for him to connect with some of the kids out there. I feel like that's what it was. He just had a hard time with connecting with some of the kids. But I feel like, hey, you know, he know DC. He know people. He know family. He loved the school he went to because he knew the teachers for a while. He knew the kids for a minute. So I just feel like overall, he's going to love DC because of the people that he know and his family is out here. What do I like more about DC than Atlanta? I actually didn't dislike Atlanta though. I actually liked it, Atlanta. I actually loved Atlanta. But I could say more than I would like in Atlanta, my family here. So I can say that's what it would be. It's more of like feeling like you're not just by yourself. I think you have more support out here. Because all my family is from DC, Maryland, so it's like, it's nothing but more family out here. But overall, I do like Atlanta. I don't dislike Atlanta, and I will go back to Atlanta. How has my mental been through all this? It actually has been up and down, up and down, up and down. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it real. Some days I'm good, some days I'm not. Some days, every day I'm a smile though. Like when I go out to work, people, I'm gonna smile. But I do have my moments where before I just have to cry and let it out, you know? But I can say like overall, I've been working on controlling my emotions and not reacting as much as I used to. Because that's the key to it right there. But I can say like mentally I have been like working on loving myself more, being more into myself, and tuning and knowing what it is that I want for myself and what do I want, not just, you know. So I can say overall my health mentally has been up and down, but not in a bad way. I can say like it's been healing, and you know it takes a lot when we healing, and the healing is something that we do all our life, but it's up to us to want to do it. How I got where I am now and what's ahead for me on my spiritual journey. I can say prayer. I pray. And what's ahead for me on my spiritual journey? I would say to keep getting closer and building my relationship with God, staying positive more, and speaking more life, and letting go of the negative thinking, the negative mind, and the negative self-talk. I overthink a lot, so my mind tends to just be going. So I'm working on like letting God control my thoughts and asking Him for help with that, and building my relationship more. I'm sorry, 'cause I'm reading from this, and I feel like I did get here because I prayed. Even if it's the same prayer, just continue to pray and talk to God. What would I tell someone that went through the same thing? To stay positive. Sometimes we have to encourage ourselves, be your own strength. Pray, meditate, and journal. Journal. What you feel like you can't say out loud, write it down. Will I get back into modeling? Yes, I do want to get back into modeling so bad. I actually love modeling. I thought of something today. I was my happiest when I was doing my modeling and I was taking pictures. I do, but I just want to do it the right way this time. I don't want to, and work with the right people, professionals, and just come out and market and brand myself different than I did the last time and be more consistent. So yes, I do want to do the modeling. So somebody sent They sent the words, I want to say words of encouragement, but also a question. So let me read it. It said, it's unfortunate but refreshing hearing about your roller coaster challenges. I know your past videos touch on growing mentally, physically, and spiritually. It's inspiring to see you stay committed to the journey and turning life negative into something positive and spreading that energy to others. I look forward to more consistent uploads now that you're in a better place. I'm curious to know in further detail about your story and how you got where you are and now what's ahead. Okay, so I did say like praying, being more consistent, positive for like I feel like to how I got to where I am at mentally and what's ahead for me on my spiritual journey. As I said, I just want to really continue to grow with God and I feel spend more time with God and like get to know Him and not just know His word and know Him for what He do, but know Him for who He is. You feel what I'm saying? And be able to spread and speak life back into others, but rightfully in the right way, and not just talking and rambling, saying anything, but really know what I'm saying. It's a continue being strong, conscious beauty you are, and never let any situation take that warm, embrace and smile. Say God bless you with continue being inspiration and living unapologetically in your truth. Thank you. That was from one of my brothers. But thank you guys, and I hope I did answer your questions the way you would like me to have answered. I hope you all stay tuned. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to that like, subscribe, and that bell for when you go upload. Don't forget to follow me on IG at BeautyMarie. And if you have any more questions or if you want to talk, you like to know more, don't forget to DM me, email me, BeautyMarieTalkShow22@gmail.com. And thank you all for tuning in. And if you do feel like I didn't answer your question the way you would like me to answer it, you feel free to comment down below. If you want me to elaborate more, if something you would like me to talk about, feel free to elaborate more. Thank you all for tuning in.